Hi everyone, it's Glass Intuitive. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get some cards for the Libra Collective. Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any placement. This could pertain to any area of your life. All right, I had a card flip, so I'll use channeled messages, tarot tokens, tarot cards, oracle cards. That's interesting. The card flipped. Oh, there it is. Oh, Libra. We had this one recently. Clear mind. Clear mind. So this is sweeping away doubts that you have and knowing that you are right, Libra. You're absolutely right about something or someone. All the decks I use are down below. Libra, Libra. Real promise. You're free to move. This is releasing the chains of the past. Dancing to the rhythm of possibility. What else for Libra? Lovely Libras. You have higher wisdom, exploring options, learning what you can, expanding your horizons, and turning the page. All right, I need to lose a bracelet or two here just because they're rattling. All right. Okay, Libra. Maybe one more. Okay, one more. 4 seems right. Answers unfold. Yeah, maybe this will help. All right, make a change here. This is about keeping your mind open and being willing to learn from the experience. Nice butterfly of transformation there. We'll use angel cards, animal numbers, angel numbers, all kinds of cards. All right, let's go ahead and get into some tarot. I think I'll use the tarot tokens. Why not? They are quite lovely. We have the Hierophant. Now, we haven't really been getting this one lately, so that's a nice change. The Hierophant. Maybe you're getting yourself organized, committing to something, seeking higher wisdom, or you are tapping into your own higher wisdom. Maybe you are the wisdom. Whoa. We have the Star card or token, Star. All right. Some kind of healing here. Maybe you're having to involve an institution or something as far as your healing journey, or if you're on a healing journey, I dropped a card, picked that up. There we go. Now, what else for Libra? And some of you are going to find something suits you better. Oh my gosh, Libra. How many times are we going to get this Tower, right? So we have the Tower coming in. You know what? I feel like this could be a revelation when it comes to your own healing, or when it comes to your own, like, setting your own traditions, or setting your own self free from some sort of something that felt very like conformist, or a little too I'm getting the word like scripted. It felt maybe a little too, like just structured, and stuffy. It feels kind of stuffy. So setting yourself free from that. That's what I'm getting with this, with all of the 3 of these. So interesting message so far, Libra. Let's see what else. What does tarot have to tell us? We'll use the Cheeky Tarot. Details of everything I use down below. Personal readings, when they're up, it'll be at schoolhouseintuitive.com. Libra, Libra. What do we have, please? I don't know if some of you are writers, but I am picking up on writing a book. We have the Lovers here. Ooh, wow. So something in alignment maybe coming in. This makes complete sense based on what we're already getting with those 3 tokens, what the message came through with, as I should say. This is like making a choice that's more aligned with you. It's a harmonious partnership, but it's kind of like, I feel like sometimes with the Lovers, it's after we've tried other things, and then we have to make more of it's kind of like it's like a choice after something that maybe didn't go well. That's just what's coming through right now. Let's see what else we have. It's kind of like, after you've already tried X, Y, and Z. Now it's like coming up with another plan or another option for yourself. And some of you, it's you're creating something or you're trying something that hasn't really been um, offered to others, or it's sort of like a pilot, or a trial of something. So very interesting message. I mean, I always say they're interesting. They are interesting. They're all so different. That's why I love tarot. No, none of the readings are like identical, All right. And we have the Queen of Swords. There is the Lady of Clarity. There she is. And she has her bird there. She's very clear about which direction she wants to go. She knows where the promise is. Yeah. She's actually being very directive too with her hand. She's very much like, I know where to go now. Yeah. What else do we have? After a time when she didn't. It can, as I said, I'm feeling kind of like it has to do with pentacles in some way, your resources. So it could be finances, health, wealth of any kind, really, right? And there you are, Libra. You're nurturing your pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. And you're turning the page, a whole new cycle here, it looks like. I know a lot of you, you're so ready for it to happen too. It feels like too that you weren't maybe getting somewhere with somebody. I'm picking up on also just somebody who's like behind in payments to you, like someone owing you in some way, Libra, because I'm picking up on the word delinquent is coming in. The word delinquent is what I'm hearing clairaudiently. So, take it or leave it, as with any of the messages. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay, what do we have? King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. This is someone who knows exactly what to invest in, but that's what's in question right now, feels like, because the King of Pentacles is the wise investor, right? He's done hard things and he knows how to get through, and he knows he can get himself through basically anything. A lot of Taurus energy coming in your reading too. But because you have the Hierophant and then the Queen of Pentacles or King of Pentacles, that can also be Taurus. So it's something has just been slow. But the answers, they are unfolding, but it feels like you're going to have to make a change. The King of Pentacles is not afraid to take his pentacles elsewhere, right? If he's not, because the card of the Seven of Pentacles is like, is something really worth your time? Is it worth your efforts, your resources anymore? I mean, only you can really answer that. There's something too that maybe you tried doing around you in your environment or locally, or like business from home, or something that you maybe initiated even at work. We have Judgment here. I feel like you're getting clarity with regard to leaving. I mean, there's getting that feeling of some sort of discord, and feeling like you're ready for the positivity, you're ready for the gifts, you're ready to receive after, again, it feels like after such a difficult time. Let's see what else we have. I feel like you're choosing yourself here. Feels like you're having to kind of looking at this King or Queen of Swords, and I'm also looking at Judgment, and just the way these other two are kind of like the angel is looking right at this person and not these two, and like her hair has color and theirs doesn't. I feel like in a certain situation you have more enlightenment or illumination, or you'll be getting more information. It feels like then the people around you or someone else that you're maybe just having that you're close to. Let's see what else we have. As it feels like too, you're having to kind of shush something or like push something to the side. Maybe that's like that clear mind, acting with clarity, sweeping away doubts, or even the doubts of others, right? And then with the real promise, that is breaking free. Let's see what else we get. I won't see any wands yet. I'm not seeing any movement yet. There's a King of Swords. There's decision making coming in. There's a lot of assessing options, and then there's this aha moment. In it comes, like, now I know. Let's see if this is a wand or something else fast. There it is. Look. Oh my gosh, it's the Six of Swords. That's a card of transition, right? So there they go. They're moving on. It's like, aha. I mean, look at his expression right here. The King of Swords. He's like, got it. I got it. It's like Queen of Swords. She's like, I can do this. She's pretty sure too. She's like, so I feel like you're kind of like feeling it before you saw it. Like you feel this before there's actual proof in your environment of it. Like you might even know, a classic practical example could be something like you, because remember I said that you were getting information or something that others might not be getting. Like you'll be the first to know when this happens. There's some sort of like change. Maybe there's a job opening within your company, or there's, an office space for rent and nobody else knows about it yet, but you have this sort of, you either get a hunch that it's going to happen, and so you're preparing for it. So that's what it feels like. But it feels like the universe supporting you. And the Queen of Pentacles next to the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. I mean, you have these pairs here, and I feel for some of you, yeah, there is sort of like someone's on your side. Someone's on Libra's side. Oh wow. Okay. So top of the deck is Chariot. So that's that direction. You have that higher perspective too, and that's what's clarifying that answers unfold. Yeah, and with higher wisdom, that's when it says you're clarifying, turn the page with higher wisdom here. And you get the Six of Swords. I mean, you can't make that up. Like that is totally turning the page, right? Turning the page. And then answers unfold. Keep your mind open. Be willing to learn from the experience. Making a change, right? You've learned what's not working. You've had time, plenty of time, a lot of you, to assess. And then we move forward. We're like, okay, we know where to go, know what to do, where to go. Yep. The way is clear. The way is clear now. And that, I love that expression of the King of Swords. He basically says it all. He's like, oh, I see it now. Like this is awesome. This is that clarity, that ultimate clarity, the breakthrough. It feels like a breakthrough. Strategy and planning. Plan for success. Plan for this to happen. Have your strategy. Like, again, if you're feeling something, you're feeling a hunch, something's going to open up in your world, or, it could be a number of different things for you personally, but, kind of like get your ducks in a row, have your next move planned for if that offer comes in or if that spot opens up for you. So this is about your actions have taken you to a new phase in your spiritual evolution. So now is the time to plan and strategize for the highest possible outcome. It's like if you're trying to open a spiritual business, plan as though you're going to be very busy. Make sure you're making room in your calendar. I think that came up in your last reading too, like making some space in your calendar. What else do we have? And only committing to what you can commit to. Oh my gosh, Libra, we're getting this every reading now. Grounding. I've only used this deck 3 times, and all 3 times we get it. So there's that beautiful blue elephant. You're being asked to ground yourself. I guess we're not doing a good job. It keeps coming up. Or maybe we are doing a good job and it's just a reminder to continue. So this is, you've been spending too much time in your head, and it's time to pay attention to your body and to the earth. Go outside, plant your feet on the ground, and enjoy the centering feeling this brings. That reminds me, I have a new deck that I want us to use. Plant spirit messages. So we'll use that in a moment. While I'm shuffling, if you enjoy the reading so far, please hit that like button, subscribe, comment, hype, all the stuff. You know how to show support, and it is definitely appreciated. All right, Libra. This has to do with your evolution in some area of your life, or maybe all areas. Wow. All right. Enabling here. Remember, I was getting that word delinquent. Look in the background. It looks like there's a child or somebody or childish energy. It says there's someone you're helping, or are you? In reality, you may be enabling them to continue in negative patterns and never take full responsibility for themselves. Step back and let things play out. And it's interesting because you have one of the few cards in tarot that features a person who's really well, it's the only one in tarot that they're really sheltering this child. This person is sheltering this child, and then there's somebody else helping them move forward, right, to calmer waters. Libra, what do we have? Releasing attachments. I'm picking up on energy that you need to shield yourself from something, some sort of influence, or even there. I'm hearing like diet, even something in your diet. You need to be like protecting yourself, building your immunity. All right, building your immunity to keep your light shining brightly. Okay. So there's something you need to let go of. It's either a limiting belief, an untruth, or a negative behavior. It's holding you back and keeping you from stepping into your true potential and happiness. What could it be, Libra? You know what it is. You know. All right. Now, I'm picking up on offshore commerce. So, all right. I'll tell you what I hear. We're going to get more tarot, but I would like to get one of these. We have Valerian and Dandelion. Okay. Valerian and Dandelion coming out. Wanted to get some plant message spirits. So Valerian, this is about reconnection, descent, and sleep. So something to ponder. What forgotten part of you lies waiting in the dark, calling you home? Give you a moment to intuitively take a look at this card. And next we have Dandelion. I always like when we get the card that's on either the back of the deck or on the box. I just feel like it's extra lucky, you know? That's just me, I guess. This is about resilience, freedom, and release. What parts of you are ready to break free and rise again? I'm getting the name Thomas. I'm getting Illinois, and then I'm also getting Statue of Liberty. So they could be connected all together, or separate, or all for one person, or three people. Who knows, right? Let's see. What do we have, please? Back to the tarot. Back to tarot. I'm getting to that you're going to want to pay attention to record keeping. You're going to want to keep a record, or that's something you're working on right now. I guess if you live in the States, maybe you're doing like, I'm actually picking up on real estate, but it could also be things like taxes, right? So stuff like that. Your money, your property, your assets, and it makes sense. I mean, it is tax season, so maybe that's partly what I'm picking up on. But I'm getting something like you're going to want to have things categorized and stuff. So I am just feeling that. So maybe it's something you're working on even as you listen to this video. Who knows? You could be going through receipts and things. What do we have? We have the King of Cups. Yay. Getting a little water here. Someone who's really in touch with their own intuition and emotions. And they're not getting swept away by whatever's going on around them. They have that strength. And oh my gosh, you've got the strength of the Wheel of Fortune. I'm getting 2 birth dates, October 8th and October 18th. So that is something coming in. All right. I guess it could also be from the 8th to the 18th of October. With the Strength card, they're not, I don't know. There's just something about this with the Strength card and the Wheel of Fortune together like this that actually I feel like it's like not as it seems, or there's something. I mean, generally, someone could say, oh, strength card. This is somebody who's like courageous, powerful. They have a lot of self-respect and conviction. And, like they're taming that lion with their bare hands. And they're doing that because they themselves like know exactly how much force to use and all that. And then there's this wheel of fortune. And you would think, oh, wow, they have the strength and that wheel's moving forward and blah, blah, blah. But there's something here also about the strength of holding steady and like not rushing or pushing to another step, stage, or level before you're actually ready. There are some things that need to be let go of first. There are some things that need to be addressed first. It may not be just your speed and pace and growth that you're thinking about. Maybe you have someone dependent on you, as this reading is indicating. What else? There's the star again. Now you have double star. Okay, there's hope, there's promise here with this. This is freedom too. Definitely freedom. So remember the dandelion card. What part of you is ready to break free and rise again? You have so many major arcana cards here. That is beautiful. Let's just see. What are we letting go of? What are we letting go of? Stop waiting. Seize the moment now. I think you're getting mixed messages, actually. I think you're seeing things that might feel like a good idea, a good omen or something. And then you go to take action and there's something keeps happening. So there's taking action, bringing your aspirations to life. Seize the moment. Tell me more, though. It's not that simple. Okay, so then there's form new habits. I'm getting almost an element of like self-sabotage too. This says embrace practices that nourish and uplift you and prioritize wellness. Oh yeah, okay, you got to take good care of yourself on all levels. Looks like she's pouring alcohol out or something. She's like saying goodbye to her booze. I don't know. Let's see. You're enough. Growth is a journey. There's something too about yeah, okay, it says progress, not perfection. It's okay to make mistakes. Growth is a journey. There's beauty in the breaking apart and then coming back together. There's something about that, about like it just wouldn't be as this comeback or this level up or whatever this is, this opportunity. It's not wasted on you. It's not, because you've had to, it seems like a lot of you there, I'm actually, the word I'm getting is like crumbled, like something in your life maybe just fell apart. And there's the tower, that would support that, what I'm hearing. And then how things come back together, it's just as important. Like that whole, everything from the crumbling to the rebuilding, from the tower so you had the star, then you had the tower, like things might have been going okay or something, and then something bad happened, or just an example for some people out there. But what I didn't like about that tower is normally the star would come after the tower, but it was in the reverse here. But now you have the star again. The wheel kind of, it's like you were going forward, maybe things were going well, like I'm even getting like a handful of years ago, and then there was big upheaval, and then now getting back on track. But it's sort of, it's not even as simple as like, oh well, that needed to happen so that you would appreciate where you are now, or what's about to come in, or what's about to happen for you. You'll be able to appreciate it more. Well, yeah, but there's something so deep about this. There's something so life altering. And it feels like whatever that was, that tower, that it almost, it's like you lost faith for a while, maybe. Because I feel like for a lot of you, you'd already been through a lot and then got into a good solid place maybe, and then the tower hit, and now you're rebuilding. But it's hard to have that faith, right? It's hard to keep that faith. There is that, like, yeah, that beauty of the scars I'm getting. There's something about that because the scars tell a story. And again, it's about progress, not perfection. Wow. I'm starting to tear up. My goodness. This is really very intense. We got another tarot card here. Wow. And there's the Hanged Man. So many major arcana cards. Look at that. That's the revelation we were talking about. You have all the cards of revelation. You've got almost all of them. We don't have the Hermit, but that doesn't matter. We have the Star. We have Judgment. You have King, Queen of Swords. I mean, you're really, talk about enlightenment. Holy moly. You got the Star twice. This is amazing. You even have the Chariot, and I look at the Chariot. I mean, I look at that also as moving forward, yes, with discipline, and yes, it can be fast moving energy and it's success and control and change, action, all that. But it's also, you have the best perspective on things. So how you feel and all the information you've gathered over your decades of being here, it's enough. It's enough to bring you forward. It's like you're an expert on your own existence, right? You're an expert on your own existence. You're a leader. There's victory here. There's some sort of resolution. Yeah. I mean, this is a warrior. That's who this is. This person, they're a warrior of some kind. He's taking an active role, and I love how we always seem to get the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot. Also, maybe October 7th is a birth date for someone. So we have Wheel of Fortune, Chariot, and this is the determination. Okay, so he's the one hanging on there to the reins. What's interesting though is, like, on this card there aren't any. Those sphinxes aren't even attached. That's telling me, like, he's not even attached to, like, expectations or outcomes. There's this element of, like, being able to, at least in this deck, there's an element of being able to well, in the regular traditional tarot, he's not holding onto the reins either. But I read really into things, like, I think that's the Libra in me. But I'm like, well, why aren't there reins? And I'm sure a lot of you have answers to that. But it's like, his own determination is what's going to get those sphinxes up and in action, and he actually doesn't even need them. I mean, again, they're not attached. And so what's cool is, underneath you have release attachments. That's literally what's right under that Chariot, is once you release those attachments, you're not going to need a certain level of support even that you've had. You're not going to have to depend on somebody else, which is going to be awesome, right? And I love that with the Star card and with the Chariot, there are the stars above. Like, he has the stars on his crown. So these are all energies where you're connecting to the celestial realm, or you're connecting to the angelic realm. You have Judgment, right? You also have the Lovers. We have the angels on these cards, right? Look at you, Libra. This is amazing. It's amazing. I'd love to read what some of you are accomplishing here in the comments, how it's unfolding for you. Because this is taking all that hardship and turning it into something absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So this is a huge victory. Basically, a lot of us, we need to already decide that we've succeeded. You have to consider yourself a success already, right where you are now. Know it, embrace it, live it. I'm a success. I'm victorious in my endeavors. I'm driven, I'm determined. I work through hurdles. I meet my goals. I'm, like all those kind of, you've got to, maybe talk positively to yourself. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's really, it's being so focused. There's the Three of Wands. They've chartered their ships and they're ready. They're ready to climb aboard, get going, right? You're ready for this. You're ready for the expansion. You're ready for where you're going to go, where it's taking you. You're the one, too, who gets to decide. You get to map out, how things are going to happen to some degree, at least, right? So there's planning, there's adventure, there's opportunity here. He's left his castle, right? Castle was comfortable for him, but he's out. He's looking at his future now, and he's courageous. He's sure. That's why I knew there was more to this story of that Wheel of Fortune in the Strength card. He's leaving it all. He's out. He's like, yeah. He is also very determined, very strong. Mm-hmm. This is acting boldly, taking a chance, facing fears, releasing drama, getting out of our head too much, but also not being too much in our feelings. We want to have that nice balance. All right. What else, please, for Libra? What are we letting go of? Please tell us what we're letting go of. Reminder, I do have the second channel. Here's the info right here. Schoolhouse Intuitive, spelled differently. Did a little word on, play on words with my name and stuff. All right. So I do psychic, channeled, mediumship, like loved ones in spirit kind of readings there. Also, a couple times a month, I do just a general over like all signs collective reading. All right, Libra, this is banish doubt. There you go. Trust in your abilities. Mm-hmm. You got it. You have so many kings and queens here, and they are not ones to doubt themselves, right? They're the leaders. They're the heads of the entire suit that they represent. This is don't let doubt define you. Action dispels your fear. Trust in your abilities. Build that momentum by taking that step. Again, you have to feel ready, right? Release grudges, but I'm hoping to help get us to a place where we can feel empowered and inspired, to do what feels best, most aligned, right? That would be, judgment as well as lover's card, right? So release grudges, free yourself from the past, and open up to healing. Lighten your load there, friends. And expectations. This is summoning serenity in the face of life's uncertainties. And at the same time, being more flexible here too. Being a little more flexible, maybe. I think that's why some of you have, like with this Hierophant, we didn't talk as much about the Hierophant, but I feel like some of you have like kind of let go of things, like outdated structures, basically. And sometimes too with the Hierophant, it's like even if you feel everything, maybe you could benefit from talking to a mentor or from more research even. So yeah, so some sort of education could it doesn't even have to be paid or formal, but just educating yourself. So yeah, you I don't know, some of you, I feel like it feels like there's just something. I mean, well, look at his hand too. He's making that symbol. That means he's blessing his disciples here. So maybe you'll be blessed with a mentor or just a really good conversation that's inspiring or something. I feel like, if you've been in some sort of just stuck, it feels like maybe you want to consider adding to your daily spiritual practices. Making it a little more formal, or making sure that you're definitely incorporating it into your routine, because that is just as important as like working out your body. You can do all the right things, but then if it's spiritually or emotionally you're not feeling great, that really can affect all the other systems, right? So, yes. All right. What else? Anything else? What else for Libra? We'll get some inner child healing decks. Yeah, inner child healing oracle. Yes, inner child healing oracle. For Libra. For Libra, please. Passion. Live your life with passion. Embrace what brings you joy. I heard just now clairaudiently, your boldness can move mountains. There's something about a determined Libra. Nothing could stop us. It doesn't matter if it's sun, moon, rising. It's like when we're certain, we can be just as stubborn as anybody else. You know, we can be just as, they say stubborn, I say determined, driven, right? So light side is creative energy, life force, joy, but some shadow work that may be faced or that you may be needing to face is repressed emotion of some kind. Even it says depression on here too. Obviously, seek help if needed professionally. What do we have here? I'm getting a name like Madison. Power. So you have passion and power. Passion, power. So this is self-empowerment, conscious creation. The shadow side could be feeling victimized or control issues of some kind. So don't fear your power. Create consciously and with intention. One more of these, please. Joy. There we go. Look at, I almost pulled a unicorn deck too to use today. That's so cute. All right. So celebrate and be joyful. Decide to be happy now. It's a decision. We do get, I mean, trust me, I know. Yeah, I've been through some stuff too. And that was one thing I will say that did help me get out of depression is in other feelings, anger, resentment, guilt, all that stuff, was realizing that I can actually control my emotions to some degree, at least. I could control them way more than I thought. So yeah, that's just me though. Okay. That's my opinion. So the light side is delight, aliveness, and celebration. And the shadow side is sadness, grief, melancholy. So tapping into joy, tapping into that delight, celebrating, being happy, being joyful. You know, there are reasons to smile even in the darkest of times. We keep getting that card, you know, laughter is key, right? So maybe we'll get it again. Who knows? Let's do it. Let's find out. Galactic Angels. You are protected at this time. A divine intervention is currently happening. Yeah. Definitely came through in this reading. Soon we will be lifting the veil and you will see the light. Excellent. Now, angel numbers, please. I'm just picking up on spaghetti sauce. I keep getting that in our readings. All right. Oh my goodness. And we have 1010, a sign of a new path awaits. Let your soul grow and trust new beginnings. Yay, Libra. And 6789, unconditional love. No matter the flaws, you give and receive love. Boom. And Libra, power animal card. Let's get it. Let's do it. For Libra, I'm going to do one. Picking up on a Tokyo. Oh, or even like a cat named Tokyo. There's cat right here. All right. So, and then now I don't know if it's such a thing. I know the Clippers, I think it's a basketball team. And then they were giving me LA. So I don't know if it's LA Clippers or not, but they're giving me LA Clippers. So maybe that's a huge clue for you, either location or your team or a loved ones and spirits team. So anyway, we have Cat. Embrace your independence and let your curiosity be your guiding star. there's something here about like a name that's not an actual name. Like Tokyo, most of us would think, of Tokyo, Japan, but they're I'm getting right now that it's like it's not. It's like a nickname or a cat's name or something. And then with LA Clippers, what they showed me, what I saw, I shouldn't say they, it's what I saw. Okay. What I saw clairvoyantly was like a hairstylist salon or something, like instead of like it's a barber shop maybe or something, instead of a basketball team, if it is really the LA Clippers, I don't know. But if it is, say it is, um, somebody maybe created a business out of a name for something else that's like well known. So there's something about that. Maybe that's even a strategy you're using, where you have named something or will name something after something else that's more well known, and it's like a cute play on words or something. Yeah, there's just something about that because they're giving me like LA Clippers, but it's not actually, it is the team. For somebody out there, it's definitely like that is a connection. But then there's somebody else that there's something else, like even that it could just be something that is not typical about it. Okay. So just, yeah, it's creative. It was creative, whatever you did. Okay. Fox, intelligence and joy can coexist. Navigate your challenges with wit and a twinkle in your eye. And then Red Panda, create balance in your life by harmonizing your inner and outer worlds. 100% alignment is key. That's right. Remember to work on all those areas, right? Body, mind, soul, spirit, emotions, all of it. Okay. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you. You sure know how to show support, and consider becoming a member too. Thank you.